Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to another video. And it is Sunday. That means we have to do the box office wrap up. Of course, I'm your boy GorTheMovieGod, and this weekend we had Rampage, which is of course the brand new video game adaptation starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. We had Truth or Dare, which is a brand new low budget shitty looking Blumhouse movie. We have Sergeant Stubby, of course, and Beirut. I think that's how you pronounce it. I like to say Beirut. I also like to bring my head out. Beirut. I don't know why. Beirut. I don't know how to pronounce it. But anyway, there was a few movies that came out this week, but also we had the second weekend of A Quiet Place, which overperformed last weekend. And for a horror movie, many people figured this would actually do extremely well. And I do say, because of it being a horror movie, this hold that it had is even more incredible, because usually horror movies, even well-received ones, drop like 50%, maybe even more in its second weekend. This one, nah, not this one. So we have that. We also have a few other movies. Ready Player One's third weekend, you know, Black Panther's still somewhere there, and of course I have my predictions that I made a few days ago that some people might not have seen, but I'm gonna tell you what I thought everything was how it was going to turn out and stuff, and we'll see how close I got. By the way, all right, so you can see my white face now, and you can see glare on my glasses. I apologize. That's what sucks about wearing these fucking glasses, but I have to, because if I do this, I can't see. So I need to put them on. So let's do this. I also have a runny nose, so I'm like breaking down. All right, is this the... Nope, that's Isle of Dogs, which we will be talking about too. This is it. Yes. All right, so here is the top 13. The reason why I did 13 is because Beirut came out at number 13, which is pretty close to what I predicted. I mean, I said 14, but whatever. We'll get to it. One thing I want to say, though, is that Box Office Mojo, at least, and I looked at a few other sites that cover the box office, none of them had the official numbers for Sergeant Stubby yet, and I'm assuming that means because the studio hasn't released them yet. And from what I saw on Friday, it didn't look like it was doing very well, so I'm gonna guess it's not gonna be in the top 10. It's gonna be probably behind Beirut. I think it did like 300,000 or something like that on Friday, so it didn't do very well. So I predicted it would actually do better than some people thought, because it's about a dog, and Sherlock Gnomes is like freaking 1 month old at this point. There's no like strictly for kids movies, so I said like 3 million, but I don't even think it got to 1 million, to be honest, and they haven't announced how much it actually made yet. Yeah, that's just what happened. But all right, let's get to it. All right, and I have my predictions up as well, of course. So let's get to it. Number one, of course, as you can see, was Rampage, which after the Friday box office numbers, which was like 10 million, I think, or 11 million almost, I think, people thought it was actually going to be number 2, and I was even thinking that too, kind of, when I was doing my box office predictions. I did, however, predict Rampage would be number 1, so I did nail that. I was skeptical, though, when I said Rampage would be number 1. I said it. I said I could see A Quiet Place actually overtopping, is that a word? Overthrowing. Not even overthrowing, because Quiet Place was already the king, so technically Rampage overthrew A Quiet Place, but whatever. I could see Rampage being number 2, but it wasn't. It barely got by. $34.5 million for its first weekend, which is actually not too bad, especially since it opened up to almost $150 million worldwide. It opened pretty big in China, which no surprise there. And I could see this one doing okay. Like, if this passes like $300 million, I think that's actually considered maybe not a win, but an okay financial decision, I guess you could say. It only cost $120 million to make, which, looking at the special effects and stuff, that actually surprised me, especially since you had huge star talent with Dwayne Johnson. I thought it would be like 150, maybe even more. But it was 120, and it actually looked pretty good. And I enjoyed that movie, so I'm okay with it doing $150 million worldwide in its first weekend. You know, I'm a simple man, okay? I can love an indie art house movie. Here, I gotta comb my hair. I'm gonna cut tomorrow. It's fucking annoying. But I can also enjoy a movie about The Rock and a giant gorilla fighting an alligator and a wolf. So, a flying wolf. and alligator, crocodile. Not really. I mean, it just turns into a straight up a Godzilla villain at the end. But okay, whatever. Point is that I enjoyed it, so I'm glad it did well. But number 2, this is the big success story. A Quiet Place made $32.6 million in its second weekend. I was gonna say first weekend. Second weekend, not number 1, but man, oh man, is that a huge success. Considering that's more than most people thought it would make in its first weekend. That is insane. This movie's going to do so well. I could even see it like slowly, if it starts to drop slowly and slowly after this. I could see this getting close to $200 million. I'm not even fucking around. Like if it keeps dropping like 30%, I could totally see it getting there. But who knows? I have a feeling next weekend it might drop a little harder. And then by the time Avengers comes out, I think it'll drop even more. But who knows? It's definitely going to make $150 million, which is insane considering the budget and considering how when it was about to come out, people were like, you know, the highest it will make is like 30, 35 in its first weekend. And it made $50 million, and it made 32.6 in its second. Hey, I'm going to predict right here. I think it's going to make like $21 million in its next weekend, which will be incredible for a third weekend of a horror movie. Are you kidding me? Horror movies usually drop quick. Oh, by the way, Rampage, I predicted 32 million, and I did predict it would be number 1. So I didn't quite get close there, but I got close enough. And A Quiet Place, I predicted 30.5 million, and actually made 32.6. So I should have probably predicted A Quiet Place was going to make 32, because then it would be closer. So while I didn't get really that close, I got close enough, and I got the placements right. A lot of people were saying A Quiet Place was going to be number 1. I saw articles that were like, Quiet Place will be number 1. It will be number 1 again. And then when those Friday box office numbers came out, where Rampage was ahead of A Quiet Place, but everybody figured A Quiet Place would do really well, much better than Rampage on Saturday and Sunday, they were all like, oh, Quiet Place is going to win. It's going to take it. It's going to take it. I'm like, nah, watch. Dwayne Johnson knows what he's doing, okay? All right? Everybody comes out, you know, after church on Sunday, you know, they're praising Jesus, and then go see Dwayne Johnson fight a giant wolf. All right, so calm down. Anyway, I got pretty close considering I got the placements right, so you know what, whatever. So anyway, Quiet Place, terrific hold. That is huge, and I love that movie. I'm gonna see it again this weekend, I think, coming up. So I'm excited. I'm excited. That's it. It's my first definite, well, actually, it's my second definite buy when it comes out on Blu-ray. My first one is Annihilation. Actually, Paddington 2. That might be a buy. Whatever. I have a few definite purchases when they come out on DVD and Blu-ray. I don't, not like I'm going to buy it on DVD. I'm buying that shit on 4K. Are you kidding me? Hell yeah. Actually, Ready Player One I might get on 4K too. I really enjoyed that movie. But anyway, number 3 is Truth or Dare, which I nailed the placement. I'm going to tell you right here, the top... Holy shit, I think I nailed every single... Oh, I didn't. Oh my god, I almost got every single one right. The only one I didn't get right when it comes to placement is number 10. Number 10 I fucked up on, admittedly. Pretty bad. Actually, I don't even know if I did. Who knows? Maybe I didn't, because I predicted number 10 would be Sergeant Stubby. So, we don't know. But anyway, number 3 is Truth or Dare, which I nailed. I said it would make 18.1 million. It actually ended up making 19 million. So, not technically nailed, but I meant nailed the position of. And I figured it would do well, even with A Quiet Place out. A lot of people were saying like 15 to 17 million. I was like, I don't know. I think a little bit higher. I said 18.1. And I got pretty close. I was not even a million away off. And I really thought it would do maybe even more when I predicted it. I thought maybe it could even cross that 20, but it didn't. It made 19, which is pretty damn good considering it costs like $3 to make, I believe. And no, the actual budget was like $3.5 million. So right there already made its money back and probably its marketing budget back. So I think it made its money back immediately in the first weekend, and we still have a couple more weeks for it to peter off and die. So could we see a sequel to this? Most likely. So look forward to that. I heard the movie actually does set it up for a sequel too. I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to see it tonight. I heard it's bad too, which I'm excited for because I like me some bad movies. But anyway, there you go. Next is something I actually want to check on real quick. I actually didn't check on this before I started recording this. Whew, damn, boy. Number 4 is Ready Player One, which, to be fair, I screwed up the predictions here. It made 11.3 million? Let me see. 11.2 million in its third weekend. I said it was going to do 14.6 million. The reason why I said that is because the second weekend it only dropped like 41%. So I thought it would continue to do that kind of business, but it didn't. It dropped about 54%, which is, you know, shitty, but to be fair, it makes sense. Rampage is out, and Quiet Place is still out. Truth or Dare is still out, so, or just came out. So you have all these other movies to watch, so it makes sense. The movie has crossed 100 million worldwide, I mean, in American box office. It will probably get to 130, 140 in American, which is way better than anybody thought it would do. Not only that, it has made so much money in China. It is almost at $500 million worldwide, which is incredible. I never thought it'd get there. Right now it's at $474 million. By the next weekend, we will have a $500 million grosser, I guess. Here, I guess you said grosser, whatever. That's incredible. I didn't think it would get there because, I mean, while a lot of us were excited for it, it's not that kind of movie where it seems like it would reach a giant audience, but I guess it did. You know, I thought it'd be like Scott Pilgrim, where not that it would do that much money because that movie bombed huge, but it'd be like that where, you know, people see it the first weekend, that's kind of like gone after that, and, you know, people bring it up here and there, but for the most part, not many people have seen it. What, I don't know. But anyway, there you go. Number 5 was Blockers. I screwed this one up too. I got a lot of screwed up like predictions number-wise, but when it comes to the placement, I nailed those. This weekend, it made it made 10.2 million, which is way bigger. That's a 50% drop. Way bigger than I thought it was going to drop. I thought it would actually drop smaller, considering, you know, people were really liking it. It got a lot of great reviews, so I thought it would like do game night business. I said 12.8 million, so I definitely fucked that one up. I saw it a couple days ago, and I thought it was okay. I thought it, considering how bad the trailers were, not too bad at all. It was okay. It had a little bit of heart to it, which surprised me. Let me tell you that right now. All right, so anyway, that was number 5. Number 6 is our boy Black Panther, and I did predict that it would be number 6. I said it'd make 6.1 million. It actually ended up making 5.3, so again, I fucked that one up. But considering. So anyway, that's number 6. I forgot what I was going to say. I mean, considering, what I was going to say, I shouldn't have said considering, but I should have said comparing. Comparing how close, god damn it, I'm all flustered. I need some Slurpee, hold on. You ever get a Slurpee where it's all like solid and shit? My day sucks today, man. My Slurpee's all frozen. I mean, it's a Slurpee, I know that, but it's like frozen where I can't even drink it. I'm getting like Slurpee juice, that's it. It fucking sucks. Anyway, I was gonna say, comparing it to my other predictions, I got closer than, say, a Ready Player One, where I was off almost $3 million, or actually over $3 million. But yeah, whatever. I'm not even a million away off of Black Panther, so not bad. Black Panther's huge. I mean, will it make $700 million? I don't think so. Like, let's see how close it is right now. I'm talking about it in American box office. It already made way more than that in worldwide box office. But yeah, no, I don't think so. It's at 673 million right now, and it's making $5 million or less a week. Yeah, I don't think so. But I could see Marvel trying to do something where, like, in the future they re-release Black Panther as like an event thing and trying to get it over $700 million. I totally see them doing that in the future. But who knows? Maybe it'll stick in there. Like, it'll keep making like 4, 3, 3, 2, 1, where it just like slowly starts accumulating and actually gets to that $700 million. I want it to. I really do. Because that would be awesome if that's the third. I mean, it's already the third highest grossing movie ever in domestic. But it would be awesome if that was a $700 million grosser. You know, the third one was a million, that much, whatever. I don't know what I'm fucking talking about anymore. Let's get this over with. Obviously, I'm not ready for this. Okay, number 7 is Isle of Dogs. I said, again, I fucked this one up. I said 5.7 million. I thought it would do a little bit better than it did last weekend, but it did exactly the same as last weekend. Made 5 million, which isn't too bad. I saw the movie. I thought it was great. It's in my top 5 of this year so far. I thought it was really great. I thought it was wonderful, heartfelt, really, really beautiful looking, funny as fuck. I thought it was great. So you definitely need to go see that. So maybe that's why no one went to go see Sergeant Stubby, is because they were going to see Isle of Dogs. Because, you know, It's got dogs. I wouldn't say it was kid friendly though. Not really. There's some moments in here where I was just like, oh fuck, all right. That's why I didn't say there wasn't any other kid friendly movies out besides Sergeant Stubby and Sherlock Gnomes, because I mean, Isle of Dogs, you can take your kids to see, but it's definitely not just for kids. That's for damn sure. Actually, most jokes kids won't get, audiences, or not audiences, adults will get. But anyway, there you go. Number 7 is Isle of Dogs. I'm glad it's doing well enough, considering, you know, it's a stop motion animated movie directed by Wes Anderson. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that doesn't really matter, but whatever. Number 8, I Can Only Imagine, and it made way less than I thought. It's dropping pretty hard now. I thought it was going to do 5.2 million, and it actually ended up doing 3.8 million, and it's like 28th week or some shit. So now it's dropping pretty hard. I think that's actually like a 50% drop. Yeah, it is. It's exactly a 50% drop. So it lost like 300 theaters, and it's going to fade away. So most likely it's not going to cross that $100 million. But shit, the way it was doing, or the business it was doing in the last couple days, last couple days, there's something wrong with me. I swear to God. It's because I don't have any Slurpee. Come on, you motherfucker. Melt. Oh, there we go. Now I'm good. Okay. So like I was saying, the last couple of days, shit, I fucked it up again. No, the last few weeks, it's been doing insane business for a movie like this, where it costs like literally like $14 to make, and it stars Dennis Quaid right there. That's a huge no. You don't put Dennis Quaid in a movie. No, I'm just kidding. I actually like Dennis Quaid. A lot of people don't, but yeah, it's already done $75 million, and it's probably gonna cross 80 million, maybe 85, but damn, it's been doing very well, and it was actually okay. So I'm glad it did well. You know, I'd rather have that movie do well than like a Transformers at this point. Okay, so number 9 is Tyler Perry's Acrimony, which I said it would be number 9. It made 3.7 million. I said 3.4 million it would make, so I was actually lower. I'm hating on Tyler Perry, obviously, because I said 3.4 and it actually made 3.7. But I got pretty close. It's probably the closest. Yeah, that is actually, I think, the closest comparison I've made so far. So, you know what? Or a prediction, I should say. So, you know what? There you go. I'll take it. I'll take it. And number 10 is Chappaquiddick, which I thought would leave the top 10. I thought it would be number 11, though. In my mind, I was thinking probably 11. I thought number 10 would be Sergeant Stubby, but it's not even fucking here. It's not even in the box office numbers at all yet. I'm sure they'll get announced by tomorrow, but right now I have no clue. So number 10 is Chappaquiddick, which it's doing pretty well, and I do actually want to see it. I might see that on Wednesday. I think I might see Beirut and Chappaquiddick. I feel like those are two movies that really go well together, and I heard both of them were pretty damn good, so I think it's a good double feature. But anyway, number 14, I said number 14 would be Beirut. It actually ended up being number 13. That's why I put all this other stuff here. I said it would make 2 million. It made 1.6 million, so, you know, close enough, I guess. Actually, that might be the closest. No, it's not. Acrimony is still the closest prediction I've made, by just a few $1,000. Sherlock Gnomes is in number 12. Number 11 is Miracle Season. I don't know why I put Sherlock Gnomes here, man. I should not have put that. That just makes me upset. Like, I said in my box office predictions video from a couple days ago that I was not going to have Sherlock Gnomes anymore, but there the fuck he is again, taunting me. So anyway, there you go. That is my box office wrap-up video. I have to go head out to go see Truth or Dare. So I hope you enjoyed it. I talked about all the stuff and whatnot. So I'm excited to see how well Rampage and A Quiet Place will do in the next couple weeks. I want to see how well Ready Player One will do in the next few weeks. It made like $70 million this weekend alone. So, you know, it's probably going to keep making bank in China and all these other places. I don't even think it opened in every single market yet. Not really sure. Did it open in Japan yet? Japan, it will make a few more $1 million at least. I'm happy it's doing well. I am. So anyway, there you go. Thank you, and until next time, goodbye.